Sometimes the most puzzling aspects come from the common man's household items.
You know, in my opinion, these lunch bottles are the smartest objects on Earth, 'cause they keep hot things hot and cold things cold. But how does it know?
It doesn't know, Ernest. It assumes, but it doesn't know. This is Aster Clement choking on your world as I see it. Guilt is a powerful emotion, and who better to explain it than Auntie Nelda?
My son, Izzy. He never visits, he never calls. A light bulb blew out 14 months ago. If he loved me, he would replace it. But of course that would require a visit, wouldn't it?
Pitiful, isn't it? But that's your world as I see it. Common persons, like you, often have limited vocabularies and have to depend on hand gestures to communicate. These are often more colorful than your speech, but difficult to understand. For example, political views.
I don't know.
Personal relationships.
I don't know.
Philosophy.
I don't know. Economics. I don't know.
Sports.
Bear.
If fish is brain food, then Ernest P. Worrell is using an unbaited hook.
I speak fluent fish, and notice that my lips will never leave the surface of my face. I just said hi. My name is Ernest P. Worrell. Well, at least he got the middle initial right.
If I were a fish, I'd say, his brain is too small. Throw him back. I'm Aster Clement, with your world as I see it. At Bunny's Beauty World, beauty is a state of mind, but more closely resembles the state of New Jersey.
Honey, the secret to lasting beauty was discovered in the early 1950s, and its name was hairspray. And what do? We tease, tease, tease. Just think of all those third world countries that don't even have hairspray. They have rice, and it doesn't do a thing for your hair.
And that's your world as I see it. When common persons, such as yourselves, produce offspring, you immediately buy brightly colored objects to hang above the baby's crib in an attempt to increase the infant's IQ.
Ow, 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 thing. Ow, ow.
Hey, Silla, bring me a bottle. What do you say? Huh? Thank you very much.
And to think someone once said imitation is the highest form of flattery. Not, I'm afraid, in your world as I see it. I'm Aster Clement. The common man's ability to understand any economic theory beyond take-home pay is extremely limited.
You know, Vern, I'm worried about your financial condition. I'm concerned about how you'll fare in this climate of economic upheaval. And that's why, Vern, you should trade me Park Place for the waterworks. Oh, yeah.
Of course I play Monopoly with real buildings. Perpetual care is something commoners take not to heart, but to home.
This is my late husband, Morris. I used to take care of him when he was alive. I threw a mahjong party. Someone used him as an ashtray. What a relief. I thought he was putting on weight. I took him into the bedroom, lifted the lid to say goodnight, and there's a cigar butt staring at me. Sit up, hold your stomach in.
Commoners keep their relatives the old-fashioned way. They earn them. At first it appears that the laggard is only slackened, but then...
Velcro is like these two little pads that's got little hooks on them. Hooks like this. You got any more chalk? Oh, I'll just use this pen. Ooh, that sounds awful, doesn't it? It kind of reminds you of this.
And that's your world as I see it. These travesties of information often include opportunities to enhance the quality of one's life.
Hey, Nita. Says here in the National Intruder, if you got Gretchen and the number 7 in your tattoo, that you can win this pop-up camper. That'd be worth you getting another tattoo, wouldn't it, honey? Well, we can find a bare spot somewhere. Well, what about the palms of your hand?
Quality of life, indeed. This is Aster Clement. Static electricity seems to amuse the simpleton savant. It magically clings to the body when energetically rubbed on the so-called knucklehead. Test yourself for common amusement by trying this at home, unless, of course, you own a book. I'm Aster Clement, and that's your world as I see it. Just entering Bunny's beauty world can be a hair-raising experience.
Honey, you need those eyebrows tweezed, or should I say eyebrow, since you've only got one that runs the entire length of your forehead. But at least you've got a built-in sunshade. But don't worry, it'll heal over the bone before long.
Yes, another shocking but true look at commonness seeking perfection. Easter bunnies, like so many other holiday icons, have been sculpted and molded in a variety of materials. Ceramics, plastics, marshmallows, but most often in chocolate. Chocolate, of course, being the most festive.
Happy Easter, Vern. I like to eat the eyes first.
New to holiday ritual is eating the eyes first, and that's your world as I see it. What burning inquiries torment these trifle tykes? What little questions are rattling around in those tiny little craniums? Do we really want to know?
Mama, can I still call Hank Jr. Bocephus? Are we ready to assume superpower status in a rapidly changing third-world global economy? Mama?
Out of the mouths of babes comes pre-owned, recycled pablum in your world as I see it. I'm Aster Clement. One paramount taboo is to not let one of these common persons into your wine cellar. Remember, their sense of value is somewhat distorted.
Can't even pronounce this one. Ah, there it is. The fleur-de-lis, my personal favorite, grape soda. Delightfully understated, yet playfully demure.
I try to overlook most of the habitual barbs of the base-born, but this particular practice really makes me, what's the word I'm looking for? Gag. Retiring with gum in one's mouth not only resets one's molars, but restyles one's quaff. Obviously, flavor is of no consequence in this matter. This is Aster Clement suffering through your world as I see it. At Bunny's Beauty World, beauty is a state of mind, but more closely resembles the state of New Jersey.
Honey, your hair has a lot of natural curl to it, but rather than using harsh chemicals, I'm using the natural method to detangle. This is tough, and when the going gets tough, the tough use garden tools. These are great in the kitchen, too. Honey, these will tenderize a nickel steak.
I'm Aster Clement, and that's your world as I see it. The commoner can turn dirty laundry into a sympathetic companion by merely adding 2 strategically placed buttons.
And now for a little change of pace, I will speak whilst Bobo here drinks water. Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a... Bobo, you're choking. Does anybody know how to keep a hand puppet from choking? Mouth to mouth, I guess.
Common persons, such as yourselves, often communicate in a language similar to English. These phrases are melodious and colorful, but difficult to understand. For example, political views.
Nuke 'em.
Personal relationships.
Honey, I wouldn't swap you for infield tickets at Talladega.
Finance.
I don't take no check.
And to think William Shakespeare worked a lifetime on something you could butcher in seconds. In your world, as I see it. Although the wanton rabble are grateful for their meager subsistence, they often take overzealous delight in carving fowl.
These times are so special, and I am so grateful for this big bird. Shall I carve?
What'll it be, Vern? Light or dark?
Table etiquette is optional. This is Aster Clement suffering through your world as I see it.